In this video, we are going to learn about auto miscall textback. We're going to learn that why it is important and how this can be a crucial solution that you can sell to your audience as a foot in the door technique. Not just that, you're also going to explain you that how this can make a lot of money to your audience, because if they can make a lot of money with your automated solution, then they are probably going to pay you a lot more money to be your subscriber to your SaaS platform, right? And I am going to teach you everything step by step and also do the entire automation in front of your eyes so that you can also copy me and do it and implement it in your business. But you must be thinking, who is this guy to teach me about go high level automation business and making money with this platform? Well, if you go to pritam.com, you will be able to learn more about me. My name is Pritam Bhadra. I run a Go High Level Funnel and Web Design agency. We have been helping hundreds of clients across 12 plus countries to build funnels, website automation for their business, right? And we have been doing for the 3 years. I've also been actually certified officially by the Go High Level team, which is very few in the world now, right? I hope that you have been watching our YouTube channel. In case you have not, make sure you go ahead and watch the other YouTube channel as well and subscribe to your YouTube channel. That's going to be pretty interesting because I'm going to bring out amazing tutorials. Right. Now let's understand about auto miscall text back so that you can get an idea about what it is, why it is important, and why you should be implementing this as the number one solution for your customers, right? So over 80% of the business happens over call, right? Somebody finds the business number through Google My Business or a referral or somewhere, and they call your business, right? And if you miss a call, right, they are probably not going to stop because they're probably looking for a solution to their problem, right? It can be plumbers, it can be event managers, it can be depending on what is the niche, but many of the home service industry, right, a lot of these people call, and if you do not pick up, they probably think that, hey, you're busy or this phone number doesn't work, so they are going to go to the next person in the line, and that's how they're going to churn and find the right business so that they can help their customers, right? So in your case, let's say if you are busy, if you're not available over the call, right, and if you're with a different client, right, in that case you do not need another person just there to attend the call, right? In case you miss the call, you can actually send them an automated message, right, informing them, hey, sorry, we missed your call, you can let us know what is the issue so that we can continue to have a discussion, and then you can continue to have that discussion over the SMS. That's number one way, and then you can have all this conversation in your conversations tab inside your Go High Level platform. Sounds amazing, right? Because think about it. More than 60% of the call get missed depending on the industry. And if you can even get them a single deal, and probably these single deals for solar businesses, for roofing businesses, for home decor businesses, right? For home cleaning businesses, right? Are tens of thousands of dollars depending on the project size. And even if a few leads can convert, which were not converting before your software and before your automation system, then they don't mind paying you $200 to $500 for your solution. And that's what is being people are working on it, and they have been using this foot in the door amazing solution for their business, and a lot of these people are now subscribed to this SaaS software, right? So this is the reason why you should be using it. Again, point number one, more than 80% of the business is happening through calls. You do not need a full-time employee in order to just attend the call. Even if you miss the call, the person will get an automated text message. Not just that, you can have conversation on that text. All of these conversations are then recorded into your conversation section of Go High Level, and then this can actually help you sign up more leads which were supposed to be missed, and that will bring in tens of thousands of dollars worth of business to your client, so they do not mind paying you $200 to $500 for this solution. How does that sound? That sounds interesting, right? So we're going to deep dive into it because I'm going to explain you everything. Not just that, I'm also going to do this entire automation that you see here literally from scratch, and I'm going to explain it to you that what I am doing it so that you can customize it as per your requirement. If you want to work with us, you can just go to pritam.com, and that's a pretty easy way to work with us. But I won't get into that detail because I want to build this literally from scratch, and then I'm going to show you how to deal with it. Cool. So let's get started on that. the first thing that I'll do is I'll get into your sub account, right? So if you know that Go High Level is in a different hierarchy, so agency level, you have sub account level. In case you have a sub account, then go inside that sub account, because we need to make some additional changes at the back end before you can go ahead and do all the automation magic there, right? So let me just showcase you what we need to do here, right? First things first, I'm going to take myself towards the right. Hi there. Right. So the first thing that I'm going to go do is, so you have to understand that Go High Level also has this by default turned on into the settings. So you have to turn that off. I'm going to give you an example as to why, right? And then we're going to go ahead and learn about more about it. So first thing that you're going to go here is you're going to go to your sub account, and then you're going to come down. As you can see here, something called as settings, right? You're going to click on settings, and that setting is going to take you to a different UI altogether. This UI is going to get presented with the first thing called as business profile. Do you see that? In this business profile is where we're going to work, right? If you scroll down the business profile, you will be able to see something called as mix call text back. Now, the issue with this mix call text back is the moment somebody calls your number, right? They are going to send this text again and again and again. So think about it, right? So if I try to give you a call, right? So if I try to give you a call, right, and I see that you're not picking up the call, this is going to auto send them, and this is going to be pretty much what it is. You can definitely customize this message as per your requirement, but what happens is if I call you again, then again this message is going to go down the line, and then the person will probably think that this is an automated bot kind of a system, and they will think that, hey, they do not attain in person. So that can be a turn off situation, and also you will not be able to have the liberty and the luxury to be able to track everything here, because you cannot assign this to a particular user, you cannot tag them, and it's just that I mean, you do not have so many options in there, right? So what I'll do is I'll just turn this off, right, for this, and then I also make sure that I have saved the mix call text back settings, right? Everything looks good. Now it is turned off. I have saved that. Of course, for this, you need a phone number. So for that, you need to go to the phone number section, right? And here, let me just get that loaded. Here you need to do a few things, right? First, you need to click on add numbers. Then you can click on add phone number, right? So once you click on add phone number, here you can add any number. You can filter based on first part. You can have you can add any kind of special number if you want, right? And then sorry about that, and then you can check whichever number you want, right? These numbers generally go for $1.15, which basically means that this is going to get charged to you for this particular amount based on the card that you have in your Go High Level account, right? If you scroll down, you also be able to see toll free numbers, but they are priced a bit higher, which is $2.15, right? Once you proceed, so let's say I click on this New York, I want to proceed to buy. Once you buy this, after that, you have to do an A2P verification process. This is to make sure that whatever SMS that you're sending is compliant to the regulatory bodies, because that's quite crucial. Because if you do not follow this, you will not be able to send SMS. That's a very important thing that you have to keep in mind. I won't do it because this is a test and demo account, so I'm just going to show you how things work. Let's assume that you have that number, which is now A2 verified, and then you also went into your business and you have turned that off. So by turning that off, I mean you have turned down a mix call text back, which is the default feature. Now you're going to go back here, and then you're going to go to automations, right? Here, I'm going to show you how to build the automation entirely from scratch so that you can copy it, learn from it, and then implement it in your business and eventually share it with your customers to make a lot of money. Now you're going to click on create workflows, right? So once you click on create workflows, I'm going to show you how to create literally from the scratch, right? So now your workflow is going to get loaded here, right? I'm going to also help you understand a bit about the workflow so that you have a better idea about it. But as you can see in the top menu bar, right, this is about the number. So I'm going to change that to missed call text back, right? So this essentially will show that, hey, this is a mixed call text back. You can also name it number one if you have some kind of hierarchy or multiple mixed call text backs for some reasons, right? Then you can see here that this is the overview of the builder, which is where we're going to build the entire automations. Here with this, you can zoom in and zoom out. For here, I'm zooming out. And now if you want, I can also zoom in here, right? but I'm going to zoom out and make it at 100. Apart from that, you can also go to settings and see different options here. Allow re-entry. I'm going to explain you what is that. Stop on response. And you can also make sure that this goes to specific time, which can be a business time as well. And you can literally, check the timing and everything, right? So that's pretty much there. Enrollment history is where, when somebody comes into it, when somebody calls you, right, they're going to get automatically enrolled into it, and all the automations that we have developed will get executed, and the logs for execution is going to be presented here. So you will be able to see that what got executed, what happened when, if there was an issue, when, where was it stuck, and all of that is going to appear here. So we're going to go back to the builder, right? Now, the builder has two things, right? I'm going to explain that to you very quickly because that's important to understand the fundamentals. Once you understand the fundamentals, you will be able to build better funnels and automations in your business, right? Cool. So there are two things here, right? One is the trigger, and then there will be action. So let me just show it to you here, right? This is the trigger, and these are the actions. What do you mean by a trigger? This is like a switch, right? So there's a light that's coming up here, right? If I turn off the light, then this side is becoming dark. So there is a trigger there because there's a switch. If I turn on that switch, then there's going to be an action, which is the light bulbs are going to glow. I can put out many conditions as to this light should only glow even if I turn this on when I'm recording a video. If I'm not recording a video, then even when I turn on, the light should not glow. These are the conditions that we are going to put. As you can see that we have already put conditions here. So that's how conditions work. But trigger is like the switch. Once there is a switch, then there is an action, and these are the action, and then we can also customize the action based on adding conditions to it, right? So only when a certain conditions get fulfilled, we'll proceed forward to continue executing the tasks. Okay, I hope that was clear. If you have any questions, you can always leave them in my comment box, or you can also reach out to me on my email or on Facebook. I'll be happy to help you out them as well, right? So the first thing here is going to be adding the trigger, which is going to be called status. So when I click on this, right, the trigger here is going to be called status. By the way, there are multiple triggers here, right? Both the reminders, contact change, contact created. You have multiple events, inbound hook, call status, email event, customer replied. These are very crucial, events. Then you have appointment statuses, customer booked appointment, super crucial when you're creating appointment booked automations. Opportunities are there, super important, right? Affiliates, if you're running affiliate marketing, this is going to be crucial. Courses, if you are using courses and you want to trigger based on the users, the action, then you can do all of these as well. Then payments, whether there was a payment successful, not successful, then you can also do all of these things. Shopify, Facebook, Instagram, events and communities. There's a lot of options out there, but we are going to go for call status. So that is going to be important here. Now, one thing that we're going to add in call status is going to be add a filter, right? But I'm going to name the workflow, right? Is going to be call status. We're going to write it missed. Okay. Now we're going to add a filter. What does the filter mean? That this is going to further check the condition that this should, fulfill. Only then the trigger is going to get action. So here we're going to check call direction. What does call direction mean, right? So call direction means the way through which we are calling, right? It can be either incoming and outgoing, right? Since this is a mixed call text back, so there has to be a call that's going to come to you and not from you. So now there should be an incoming call going on, and once we miss that, then this trigger should get applied. So we're going to click on incoming call, right? So that's the direction that the call is incoming, and then we should be missing that call, right? And then this should be call status, right? Because now the call status is super crucial. This can be busy, this can be no answer, or this can be voicemail. Okay, so either I make that busy, that hey, I'm busy, so I'll just make it busy, or I can make it no answer. So let's say I didn't pick up the call, I didn't answer anything, or I didn't put it into busy mode, or it automatically reached the voicemail, right? In that case as well, I'm going to add all of these. So whenever the call status remains as busy, voicemail, no answer, in those cases, I am going to trigger this option. You can also go further in order to specify a particular phone number if you have multiple phone numbers in your account. In that case, you can click on add filter, and here you can add in phone number. As you can see here, phone number. I don't have any phone number, but if you have multiple phone numbers, then here you'll be able to see multiple options there, and you can choose which phone number you want, so that whenever somebody calls on that phone number, and then it goes into these conditions, and if that's an incoming phone, in that case this trigger gets applied. But since we do not have a phone number, and even if we have it, we are not going to have multiple phone numbers. In that case, we are just going to delete that, and then we're just going to save the trigger, right? Okay, amazing. So we want to save the trigger called as call status missed. Now we're going to add a delay, right? So we're going to add a wait step here. We're going to add this wait step here, and this is going to be time delay. We can have multiple options here, but it's simply going to be time delay, and I'm going to make it 30 seconds. So that's going to be 0.5 minute. That's pretty much it. Do you need advanced window? No, you don't need advanced window for this. I think you're good. The reason why we are adding a wait timer is super crucial, right? So think about it. If I give you a call, right, and if that call gets missed, and then within a split second, because these automations get executed in split second, right? So if in the within a split second I get this message, right, I'm probably sure that this message is not coming from a human, and probably is coming from an automated system, and probably that's the reason why I want to add a delay, so that because hypothetically I need some time in order to text it, in order to see your mixed call, understand it, text it back, and then that's going to take some time. So that humane time, I just want to add it 30 seconds. We'll also add it more. So let's add 1 minute. I think 1 minute is good, right? 1 minute, and then, but we won't want to increase it too much, because hey, the other person, or the person who is calling me, if I do not pick up the call, then chances are they're going to go to somebody else, right? So within a minute or two. So 1 minute is particularly fine. Then I'm going to assign it to a user. So I'm going to assign to a user, right? The reason for that is very simple, so that we can continue to have conversations with this particular contact or lead based on the user. So I will just add myself as the user. That's pretty much it. Only apply to unassigned contacts. That's crucial, right? You can turn this on. The reason is very simple. Let's say there is a person, there is a phone number that came in, and that phone number already is an existing client or in our system, and that is tagged to somebody else. Okay, so in that case, I do not want people. I don't want that person to get tagged to me for a simple reason. Then the same person will be tagged to two different persons or two different users, because they already assigned to somebody in the system. Now they called me, and now it's assigned to me. I don't want that system to happen. In that case, I can turn this on, and then it will not add to me. Rather, it will add to the person who is in default contact with this contact. I'm in touch with this contact, right? So that's up to you, but I'll do this, and I'll save action. So once I have waited, once I have assigned to the user, then I'll proceed further in order to add SMS and all of that. But I won't check what I've done here. Assigned to user, I'm going to add a tag as well. Yes, you can add that, because that's going to show that this person who called us. So we can add a tag here. So add contact tag, and then you can add a select a tag. Right? I'm going to add a new tag here. That's going to be MCTB mixed call text back. I'm going to add this tag here. And as you can see, I've added this tag. I want to save action. This is going to identify that, hey, this person called us, but we missed the call. So that's going to be crucial, because this also shows us that this is a hot lead or a warm lead who's trying to reach out to our business. Probably they need something from us, right? After that, I'm going to go to internal notification, and then multiple conditions as to whether they are reaching out to us on a weekend or a weekday, right? So that's very simple, because I'm going to now add an internal notification, right? That's going to be to the user. Internal, send internal notifications, right? There are three kind of internal notifications that you can sell. You can either do it via email, a notification which is going to be, if you have a white labeled app, then that's going to be the email pop-up, sorry, the notification pop-up that's going to come up on your smartphone, or you can also have SMS. So here I'm just going to add an SMS. All right. Now to the user, I will just add it to the assigned user. I won't have template. Hey, uh, I have a contact. I have contact phone number, because that's what I have. Hey, you missed. Please reach out to them ASAP, right? Hey, you missed contact this phone. This is this phone. Please reach out to them ASAP. That's it. Very simple. You can also attach on something, or you can also test it. But I'll just make it as simple as possible, so that it can get delivered without any issue. So I'm going to click on Save Action, right? So this is going to be an internal SMS action that's going to come to the assigned user. If I'm the assigned user, then it's going to come to me. If somebody else is the assigned user, then it's going to come to them. As simple as that. I'm going to just save the action, right? Now, I have to reach out to the customer as well, right? Because all of this is happening under our system, right? We have not yet reached out to it, but hey, just understand that after 1 minute, after this wait step, all of these are going to get executed in split second. So it's very crucial that we now reach out to the customer. But before that, I want to add a condition, because reaching out to the customer will differ based on weekend and weekdays if you want to classify that. If not, we can continue to add steps here, which is going to be an SMS to the customer, right? But I'm going to add a condition here, which is going to be an if else uh, statement. I'm going to add an if else. As you can see here, there's a condition called as if else. So I'm going to add that. So here I'm going to add is going to be contact details. No, probably not that. Let me just get it and add that. Cool. Let's get that added. So this should be date time, right? Because we need to understand which date it is and probably which time as well. So current day of the week, yes, of course. This should be current day of the week is, right? And that, if you want to segregate on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, which is on a daily basis, you can do that. But I'm going to do only as weekday first, okay? Then I'm going to add another branch to it, which is going to be again date time, and then day of the week is weekend, right? Perfect. Because now we have segregated them into weekdays and weekends, and based on that, we can send them customized messages. So that's going to be pretty amazing, right? I'm going to save action, right? Here, as you can see, branch and branch. So I'm going to, the when is going to weekday. So since this is weekday, so I'm going to add an SMS. I'm going to add, hey there, sorry we missed your call. Please let us know how can we help you. Right? You can also add more details here, but that's pretty much up to you. But we can have here account name. Also, we can add an account address. That's it, right? So hey there, sorry we missed your call. Please let us know how we can help you. Location name, location full address. Okay. Action name can be SMS to the lead, right? That's there. I think that's pretty much it, right? You can also test that with the phone number. That's pretty much up to you, right? But we will now save this. Just to check this one, notification, SMS, internal notification. I'll write this to SMS to assigned user, and then I'm going to save it, because that's going to be that's going to be a better nomenclature. Add a tag. I'm just also going to add as MCTB tag added, right? I'm going to save that as well. I think that looks pretty fantastic. I'm also going to add a 1 minute delay. I'm going to add that. I'm going to save it, right? This looks better, right? Because you have missed call text back, missed 1 minute delay. Because if you add better nomenclature, you will not be able to, you do not have to click on every single thing and then understand what exactly it is about, right? You can actually see it. It is going to assign to a user, MCTB tag added, SMS to the assigned user, condition, SMS to the lead, SMS to the lead, and this is going to be weekday, right? Because the first thing is weekday. Sorry, I'm gonna add as weekday. right? And then I'm going to add one more thing, which is going to be a delay or wait step, right? This is going to be 20 or 30 minutes, right? The reason why I'm going to add that, wait, perfect. So the reason why we've added a wait step is very simple, right? So as soon as somebody calls, right, we wait for a minute, right? After a minute, all of these are going to be executed in split second. So there will be an assigned user, the tag will be added, notification will be sent to the internal team, and then if it is a weekday, then the SMS is going to go out within split second. And then we have to wait for 30 minutes, because if you do not wait for 30 minutes and if somebody calls again within a minute or two, again the entire thing is going to get followed, and then this message is going to go again. So if I keep calling you after every 1 or 2 minutes, I'm going to keep getting this SMS, which is something that you do not want, because if you do that, then probably the most of your clients will think that, hey, this is an automated system and there is no human who is involved at helping me in order to understand about my problem or my requirements, right? So because of that, we're going to do this. Also, this is for the branch, condition branch. So condition weekday versus weekend, right? So I'm just going to add that. I'm going to save action, because you can see here. Now I'm going to add all of this into this one as well, which is going to be weekend. So I'm going to click on copy, and I'm going to click on copy to action from here. I'm going to click on here, right? So this is going to be weekend, right? Hey, sorry we missed your call. We are generally available. We are generally or available. We are working hours. Our working hours. No, Monday to Friday, and then you can add more details to it as 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's it. Okay. Please let us know how can we help you, and location name and all of that. This is just so that they can understand, and we're giving them a bit of personalized message, because hey, we also let them know that hey, Monday to Friday is our working hours, right? Since this SMS is going on a weekend, which is not our working hours, but still we are going to send them an SMS just in case they respond to it, because we don't want any leads to slip through our hands. So we're just going to click that, and again, we're going to wait for here 30 minutes, because again, if you do not add this and somebody calls on a weekend, right? In that case, if they keep calling us, then they're gonna keep getting these kind of SMS every 1 or 2 minutes, right? So this is something that we do not want, right? So that's pretty much how you build the entire system. I hope that I was able to understand, and I was help you understand regarding the triggers, regarding the wait time, regarding assigning user, adding a tag, internal SMS, conditions being applied, and based on the conditions you can change the text and then also wait, so that your customers do not face any kind of don't have they are not under an impression that there is no one to take care of me, or there is no human who is there to assist me regarding that, right? I hope this was helpful. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't signed up for Go HighLevel, make sure you do that with the link below, because that is going to help you get ahead compared to others much faster, because you're not only going to get one-on-one call with me, we're also going to help you set up your basic setup your account, as well as you're going to get $9,000 worth of resources for absolutely free, which includes funnels, automations, website, forms, surveys, and all of that, which is pretty exclusive, right? So that's pretty much it about from us. Let me know if you have any kind of suggestions or queries in the comment section, and we're going to keep coming up with these kind of awesome content. So make sure you keep subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.